Camera action. You're not here yet.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming out today. I'm Monica Mueller and I'm with the Creativate Foundation. The Creativate Foundation is a nonprofit that aims to solve all of the world's problems through empowering underprivileged kids through creativity. I know this sounds awfully ambitious, but just wait till you hear our plan. Creativity is a huge part of my own life, and through my research I discovered that its value is not only proven, but it's actually an essential skill for the next global economy. Students that have any sort of education in the arts are 4 times more successful in academia. And in a study from 1,500 CEOs, they determined that creativity is the #1 leadership competency in the future. However, there's a huge problem in our education system. None of the education systems around the globe support any sort of creativity, therefore causing a huge gap with the demand for it. 25% of the world's most creative people determine that they do not live up to their creative potential, and that's a poll from the top 5 creative countries. So what about the underdogs that aren't even included in this study, who don't have the financial resources to be able to be creative? Well, that's where our team comes in. Meet the Creativate team. That's me riding on the back of the Falcon. And I'm an economics major, art minor, so I really know the trick to accessing both sides of my brain to really make me creative. I have extensive experience in the marketing, advertising, and event planning industries, and I've started up a couple of my own entrepreneurial ventures. My best friend riding shotgun here is Ray Merrill. She is fluent in Spanish from her extensive travels throughout South America, and really, really good at math, so that'll take care of all financials. So our solution, the Creativate Foundation, has the ability to be able to work with underprivileged children, to be able to inspire them through creativity to actually go into their communities and make a fundamental change through their solutions. Here's how our program works. First, we'll teach them specific art skills, just working like pen and paper, everything possible, to be able to really access that right side of their brain and make them as creative as possible. And the next step is to connect the right and the left sides of the brain to be able to help them with their analytical thinking skills. So they're actually going to go out into their own communities, figure out the solutions to problems that they identify that are important to them, and use our resources and our empowerment to be able to ultimately use their creative and analytical skills to execute innovative solutions within their communities. So Creativate's goal here is just to really empower them to be able to make sure that they're as creative as possible to help them become leaders and empower leaders throughout their community, changing and uplifting their community. So the really cool part about our model is what you all have in front of you. We're going to be 100% financially sustainable if you're selling different merchandise that are all related to the kids' artistic expression. So these are the cards that you've all received with your first product, which tells a lot about the artist and our foundation, really connecting to the consumer's emotional side. So the first product that we're releasing is the iPhone case, as you all can see. It's a great place to express the unique artist creativity, and it's had a huge profit margin, 1,650%, which will bring us to be self-sustainable without donations by the 3rd year, which I think is pretty awesome. So now that we're financially sustainable, I want to make sure that the program itself will be sustainable. We're going to partner with Colorado College, along with different individuals within each community, to be able to help them run the program itself. So the really cool thing about this is CC Kids will come in and not only have an expanded view of the world, working with the kids and being creative, but the kids will be able to have a very dynamic learning environment where the college students coming in will have diverse skills to be creative with. So the big idea is essential for us to be able to hit the ground running with this. We've already launched, but in order to push this to the next huge thing to really make a difference in these kids' lives, we've estimated $49,706 to be able to push us to that next level. Our first year revenue is $17,500. Colorado College has been an amazing experience to me to be able to really have the creative freedom to come up with my dream job, the Creativate Foundation. And I'm just so excited to be able to utilize this and express it to the rest of the world, helping individuals be able to, as shown in our logo, Neuro should support them to move them on, to expand into great leaders, lifting their community out into the future. Thank you for listening, and congratulations on winning the first Creativate cases. Questions?
How do you connect you talked about the use of creativity and then using that to launch leadership skills, and so what's the connectivity between inspiring creativity and then that next link into the leadership and opportunities and skills?
Yeah, there's actually fascinating studies out there right now, or that have been going on. So there's, let's see if I pull this up. So pretty much with creativity, being able to fully express yourself and, wait, I want this slide. There we go. Yeah, so being able to really express yourself, you actually become a lot more confident with yourself and with your ideas, and therefore, by being confident, having that empowerment through your creative expression, that's actually translated into leadership, because if you think your one idea is good, and you can surface off and make that other idea good, and eventually be confident enough to be able to change the community.
So you don't have a specific curriculum or something that goes, if you go back to that one slide where you were talking about?
Well, the whole idea with creativity is you really have to be responsive with kids. So this is like our outline mainly. So starting off with working on the right side of the brain part, and then formulating that into more analytical thinking skills, and problem solving and research about the issues. So it's really a matter of connecting both sides of the brain and having both the synapses firing at the same time and making you a lot more creative person. So really, with this program, we have to respond to the individual kid's needs. So it's not a full-on curriculum education program. It's more of like a supplementary supportive system. Mm-hmm.
You haven't convinced me yet there's a business here. However, your energy, poise, and talent are just absolutely perfect. I want to see you in South America as a role model for the kids in South America who don't have the access that you have. You had.
Yeah, exactly.
As you talk about Colorado College helped you blossom. If you can be the role model to help the kids realize that they can facilitate their own dreams and see the world and succeed. If you can make that happen through whatever Colorado College we can do to help you do that, it would be fantastic because you've got the secret there. You're fantastic.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see what it's going to take.
Have you considered developing any of this in the States?
Definitely. We are starting out in Montevideo, Ecuador, because we were searching around for different communities, and this city seemed perfect because it has such it's 100% indigenous culture. It's one of the most indigenous cultures in South America, so they have a lot of ingrained culture aspects, and their community is so tight-knit that we thought it would be the perfect spot for Creativate to start, because we can come in there and become part of their community, and everyone can work together to really uplift their community, since they're struggling in education and just basic business, first world sort of issues.
What kind of partners did you link up with that are already in all of these different parts of the world, delivering different types of curriculum to these kids?
Yeah, through my all of my research with my competitors, almost everyone. I was having such a hard time to actually write my competitive analysis because I could just see there's so many different organizations out there that are doing very, very similar things, but they're mainly focused on specifically the arts, whereas we're kind of taking it to the next level. So to be able to partner with them and have them utilize the art programs that are already in place, but kind of add this extra aspect of using your artistic mind, you can kind of carry on with the future and really make it life, like make it like your life.
So is it a sort of a cognitive skills enhancement, or like a learning RX would have, something like that? Is it brain mapping?
It's very subjective for the person, because it totally depends on that, but one of my favorite quotes is, the creative adult is the child who survives. So with all my studies of creativity, it's the thing, like everyone in this room is very creative, but there's some point in your life that someone told you, no, that's not creative, or that's not the right idea, and so.
Rick told me that.
Yeah, there you go. So by canceling that out, then all these, starting with kids, they'll become to be creative adults and really be able to be full leaders within their community.